Hi guys, welcome to Sported. 3 topics of discussion today. Thomas Tuchel has come out and said that Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane and Phil Foden cannot play together. We've got Wolverhampton Wanderers appointing Rob Edwards as their manager. He's done the dirty and left Middlesbrough. And Howard Webb discusses that offside goal with Michael Owen. What is he talking about? So those are the 3 topics I want to talk about. Let's dive into Wolves first. So Wolves have appointed Rob Edwards as their new head coach after he left Middlesbrough, who are top of the Championship, and Wolves are bottom. What are you doing? Edwards has signed a 3.5-year deal at Molineux. The 42-year-old has been in talks with Wolves since Saturday after he was stood down from Borough's Championship game against Birmingham and was given permission to speak to Wolves. Middlesbrough stand to make somewhere in the region of £3 to £4 million in compensation. Madness, absolutely mad. Now, Edwards did well at Luton, got them promoted, then relegated, and things weren't going particularly well. He left Luton and was given a chance by Middlesbrough, flying, got a good squad together, playing really well, and he's decided to jump ship and go to Wolves after Vitor Pereira was sacked, and Wolves are not looking in a good place. So I can't see the logic. It's madness in my eyes. You're going from a team that are on the up and you're getting a team of players that are on side and playing well and full of confidence and potentially going to win the Championship and get promoted to the Premier League, to go into a team that have been stripped bare of their best players, sold them all, pretty much 1 or 2 decent players left, and are in freefall. The manager's gone, the fans are unhappy. It's one team going one way and one team going the other ways. I can't see the logic. I mean, the only caveat to that is that Rob Edwards used to play for Wolves. So if it's heart over head, then I understand. But it's still crazy. It's still crazy unless in the discussions with the chairman and, the board, he's been offered money in January, because I can only see Wolves getting relegated. They're poor, a very poor team. Not Derby poor, but very poor. And I can't see it being turned around unless a lot of money is going to be thrown at it in January, because it's all about the recruitment. And they're a poor team, the poorest in the Premier League. Strange one. But anyway, that's to be looked at. Good luck, Rob Edwards. Now, Thomas Tuchel, England. Controversially, he's just come out after saying that Phil Foden could be a hybrid 9 and 10. Jude Bellingham is definitely a 10. Thomas Tuchel said Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden cannot play in the same England team. Well, that's Phil absolutely... Well, he's screwed, isn't he? He's screwed. The England head coach made the striking statement to TalkSport after earlier saying in a press conference he would only pick players in their best position and not change his formation or system just to get star names onto the pitch. I like that, but you should also be adaptable. You shouldn't just stick to one system. So yes and no, pros and cons to that. Tuchel also said he would not take 5 number 10s to the World Cup. England have an abundance of talent in that position. Bellingham, Rodgers, Foden, Palmer, Eze. Foden, it's not looking good, mate. It's not looking good for you. At the moment, if we keep the structure, they cannot play when talking about Kane, Bellingham and Foden as a trio. As I said before, Bellingham's definitely going. Bellingham will start. He's flying. He plays for Real Madrid. He's a game changer. He's a match winner. Same as Kane, flying for Bayern Munich, probably in the best form of his career. If not, I think he's improved since he's gone to Bayern Munich. Yes, they say it's a farmers' league, but you can see the way that he's playing, tracking back, defensive duties. His passing is now incredible. He's never been quick, so that's not a problem. So those 2 for me definitely start. And if they definitely start, and Rodgers is playing well, he's done nothing to suggest he won't take Rodgers, and Rodgers has done enough in an England shirt. Cole Palmer, when he's fit, he'll play. He'll be in the squad for sure. Eze he likes because Eze could also play on the wing, whereas Foden can't. And Tuchel's come out and said that Foden isn't a winger. So Eze comes in being able to cover left, right and centre, whereas Foden can't. So all the information, all the data and sound bites were given by pundits and now by Thomas Tuchel suggest Foden will not be going. And to be honest with you, I agree with it. Not once, I've said this before, not once have I watched an England game and thought, wow, Phil Foden, what a player. Didn't he grab that game by the scruff of the neck? You know, he was the match winner. He was the game changer. He stood out by a mile. He doesn't. He looks lost at times. He's neat and tidy. He plays well in the pockets and finds spaces. Good on the half turn. But I think he's lost when he's not playing for Man City so far from what we've seen. And many people that I've spoke to, many pundits, analysts, all agree. Pretty much. He's got it all to do in an England shirt. And you can't afford to carry anybody. Not ever. Not even in friendlies. Let alone in a World Cup. So, Foden, you got your work cut out, son. You got a lot to do. And lastly, right, I just want to talk about Howard Webb. So he's come out and said that it's not unreasonable to suggest that VAR would disallow the goal. So they've allowed it, but Michael Owen missed a trick. He did not say to Howard Webb, why was the Bernardo Silva, I think it was Ruben Diaz header against Wolves, when Bernardo Silva was stood right in front of the goalkeeper, exactly the same position, peripheral, if not more so, for the goalkeeper, the Wolves goalkeeper, as opposed to Robertson in front of Donnarumma. Why was that allowed, and why was Robertson's not? When it's exactly the same scenario. Why didn't Michael Owen, was he not allowed? Did it slip his mind? He's a Liverpool fan. It's crazy. So that would have been interesting to see Howard Webb, his response to that question, because that's what we all want to know. It's not improving. They jumped straight on it. VAR getting involved in things they shouldn't do. The assistant referee was straight on it. VAR 2 was straight on it. All saying, yeah, no, offside. I've said before, the movement, it didn't interrupt the movement of Donnarumma. Donnarumma moved to the right and then to the left. And he didn't hesitate one bit, and he could not see the ball at any one point. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And I'm going to do another video on Man City and VAR since it's been introduced, and how they benefited and everybody else has been penalised, because it's actually a scary stat, all the data that's building up. So I'll do that video. What do you think? Do you think Foden is in trouble? Will he go to the World Cup? Should he go to the World Cup? Was Rob Edwards right to leave Middlesbrough and join Wolves? And what do you think of Howard Webb's comments? Not for me. Not for me. Miles off it. Shocking. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. Take care.